Hey there, this is Shanel here from the Heart and Soul with your weekly Oracle card reading for March 20th through the 26th, 2023. Little spiritual guidance to get you through your week. Also, really quickly, if you're interested in learning more about the chakras, I have a chakra series coming up of workshops over the next 3 months. They'll focus on the bottom 3 chakras, heart and throat chakra, and then our third eye and upper chakra, like our whole chakra system. So that's coming up. Check out my website to get more details on how to register. It is online, so it doesn't matter where you are. You can join me as well. There is a recording afterwards. All right, let's get on to the important stuff. It's reading time. Brand new deck of cards. I got a few new ones from that Hay House sale. This is a Kyle Gray deck. I've been wanting to get one of his decks and I got 2, I think. This one's called Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And it's quite appropriate because I feel like that's kind of what's happening, this activation energy with this new energy that's coming in that we keep talking about. So let's pull 3 cards. It's a new deck and they feel a little sticky still. So it might take a moment to kind of get ones out. Oh yeah, they're still sticky. There is one. Ooh, this one is number 2. And this one is number 3. Okay, they have like a matte finish on it, which is interesting because they're, I don't want to say hard to shuffle, but they feel really sticky and hopefully they'll get a little smoother as time goes on. Let's see what card number 1 is. Halls of Learning. Spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Well, we have definitely been learning lessons. It was interesting. This week is March break where I live, and I had the opportunity because I work part-time at a school, and I had the opportunity to have some extra time this week and met up with some of my friends, and this came up a lot, this piece of learning lessons, but it's also been in the forecast quite a bit. We've talked about it in the daily cards. We've talked about it in the weekly Oracle card reading, in Divine Map membership. We've been talking about it in our monthly live card reading, in our recorded energy forecast. It's so predominant right now. The fact that we have to let go of the past, take the lessons forward, and just release ourselves from all this weight that we've been carrying around. And it's like I can see everybody carrying so many bags, like a Sherpa, like so many bags piled high that we just need to drop and let go. There is so much freedom that is to be had in this new energy if you choose to step into it. The second half of this card meaning, I get this wisdom factor, this piece of learning and deepening our own wisdom, deepening our spiritual practice. This doesn't necessarily mean we have to work with someone else, but it does mean that we need to dive into that learning aspect, that we can get the answers we're looking for by deepening our spiritual practice, by taking the time to get silent and to go within. It doesn't necessarily mean having to take a course to learn something new. Okay, card number 2, they're saying. I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. We literally just talked about this. This is a huge, huge aspect of the energy right now and the energies of 2023. If you are plugged in, if you are connected, if you are aware and listening, you are going to move with so much more ease and grace. For those that have dug in their heels, unplugged themselves, are escaping from reality, those people this year are going to struggle. There are going to be so many lessons that are going to come up because they refuse to move forward, that they repeat and repeat and repeat and do not learn. And the universe is done with that. We cannot live in that energy with success anymore. So those who are choosing a spiritual path, even if you're not good at it, even if you just keep falling off the bandwagon, if you are dedicated to moving forward and healing and growing, life is going to be very different than if you choose not to. Just saying. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to witness it either, so I will, but I don't want to. Our last card is a beautiful card called Star Gathering. Stars are aligned, remembering home, soul, family. Love this too. Woo! I love this deck. This is the first time using it, so it's I love this. So this remembering. it's interesting that something that keeps coming up about the energies that we're moving into is this piece of remembering. It feels like this divine love factor. It also feels like an energy that we've experienced in another lifetime, in another space is the best way to put it, I guess. I feel like the evolution that we have come from this light culture, that this place that was filled with light and love, and whether that's heaven, whether that's another galaxy, whether that is another, I don't know, iteration of Earth, I don't know. It just keeps coming up, and slowly but surely I'm seeing more and more and more. It feels like this return to like these starseed energies, the Lumerian, the Atlantean. There's this shift of energy, and it's one that has existed for millions and millions of years that has just been forgotten. There was a uprising of the divine masculine, of power and greed and, things that we just are stepping away from, that we don't resonate with anymore. Judgment, classifications, things that didn't need to exist. And that created the downfall of this energy so many years ago. And now we're returning to it again. There is this factor of community, of acceptance, of equality, this balancing of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It is not about one reaching higher than the other. It is about this beautiful balancing out. Feminine energy is so incredibly powerful and nurturing. It's often considered weak, but it is so far from that. It just has a different energy than the power of masculine energy, which is a lot more like dominant kind of feeling. But it can be beautiful and gentle as well. There is not one that is better than the other. It is about finding this beautiful equality in our existence, in our way of being. So we're remembering this energy that we want to move back to, this loving, nurturing, caring energy, this energy of light. And it's not just like the light, but it's a lightness in our hearts and in our souls. We have carried the lessons of other generations, of past lives. We've carried it all for too long, even this lifetime. It is time to release and move forward with a vengeance, with self-confidence, with self-love, with awareness. It's an incredible time to be alive if you choose to step into a path that allows you this freedom and lightness. All right. I feel very ranty after that. Woo! Love this new deck of cards. Thanks, Kyle Gray, for this amazing deck. I'm grateful to have finally bought one of his decks. Again, if you're interested in deepening your awareness of the chakras, reach out, send me a DM, drop something in the comments. Happy to answer. That workshop is coming up really soon. Thank you so much for listening. And if you are willing to do an energy exchange for the energy I shared with you now, I would so appreciate it if you like, comment, share. Even tag this in your stories or just share it with someone who really needs to hear it today. Spread the love, people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From my heart and soul to yours. Have an amazing rest of your week.